What's going on, guys? It's Lost Souls here. So I've entered the first little Pokemon tournament that I've ever participated in with my Kyogre team featuring Mr. Gengar. Honestly, I am very impressed with this team. My ranking is like 1300. I don't know how to really show that except for like in a battle. Um, Honestly, this is just such a good team. Like I was skeptical at first, whereas I was running Galarian and Weezing when I built this team. But then I decided to try out. I don't know if my volume one makes a difference. But yeah. Um, and so this is what it is. So let's go ahead. All right. So our first Pokemon is Kyogre. Um, I nicknamed him Jaws because I watched Jaws the other day, and Kyogre. Let's be honest, he's a fish or a shark, whatever. Um, I gave him Choice Scarf because it makes him just extremely fast. I mean, he dishes out so much damage. I was gonna at first I was running like a bulky defensive slower Kyogre, but then I thought about it and figured Choice Scarf is just so good. And honestly, what is he really gonna underspeed? Like, so I mean, maybe yeah, he could probably underspeed Ninetales, but like Torkoal and Groudon, no. What is he gonna underspeed Tyranitar, Gigalith, Hippowdon? And so I just decided that making him fast as I can get him would benefit us a ton in the long run. It is unfortunate that I don't get protect, but honestly, it just does so good. I came second place in this tournament with this team, and I only lost because I couldn't kill a Toxapex. That's like it. I destroyed everything else. I didn't think about saving the other videos, so I decided just to, um, we're just gonna go through the last match. Scald is really there just for like if you have low HP or like they're spamming wide guard, and so it just does that extra bit of damage with that 30% chance to burn. Water Spout, main move, it's a spread move, 150 base power with max health. It does so much damage. Thunder, this is gonna be for the bulky water types and just like Kyogre. In the mirror match. The only problem is that I was choice scarf, so I couldn't use Thunder. And then finally, Ice Beam. This is for like Landers and just some grass types that can be a bit of a pain. Basic split 252 special attack and speed, but Intimidation with 4 and HP. Honestly, I'm impressed. Next, we got Talonflame, or known as Itachi. Um, so I'm surprised Talonflame doesn't have as much usage as it should, just because it's so good. Sharp Beak will boost your flying attacks by 20%, and Gale Wings will give your flying attacks a priority +1 if you have max HP. And I named him Itachi because when I think of Itachi, I think of a red and black crow. This was the closest thing. Series 9, no, because you can't use restricted, so no. Um, so I was between Dual Wingbeat and Hurricane, and the problem with Dual Wingbeat is I just found it wasn't doing the damage I needed. Plus, it's like 90% accurate. And yes, I know Hurricane is only 70% accurate, but when you have the rain up, which is like 95% of the time, you can't miss. And by the time like rain is done, Talonflame's down. It's great against like Urshifu and Rillaboom. Have protect because they're like say like it's like one game that I thought I was gonna lose. I didn't bring Kasarina, and I really thought I was about to lose it, but fortunately, your boy still won. Taunt, this will prevent like setup with like Trick Room, anything like that, and then Tailwind. Uh, for your 4 turns, your team speed is just doubled. So he's running a Timid Nature with 180 plus speed. The reason why I decided to do that was why. So I pulled up like I can't outspeed Aerodactyl and Crobat without its ability, but um, Noivern has like a 0.4% usage. Um, but and then Tornadus doesn't get nobody uses Tornadus T. But then you got Whimsicott. And Whimsicott's max speed is 184. Talonflame, timid, 180 is 185. So you're always outspeeding Whimsicott by 1 point, so I didn't feel the need to put a whole 252. Um, I put 236 special attack because that's really all I needed. The HP I invested, so this will survive an Aqua Jet in the rain from Urshifu, and it'll survive a Wicked Blow from Urshifu. So that's the whole EV investment on there. Next we got, I don't know if it's called Tasserina or Serena, but I named her Queen just because she's the queen. We got the life orb because it'll the damage output is increased by 30%. Queenly Majesty. So this is like the main MVP on like most of my teams. So when this Pokemon is active, everybody on your team is protected by priority moves. So no Grassy Glide, no Fake Out, no Sucker Punch or anything. Which is usually I usually lead Serena in on the first. I mean on the. I switch her in. I don't usually start with her just because it does so good with stopping the priority. We have triple axle, which is just coverage. It's going to be good. Like it one shots Rillaboom, Landorus, and most things that are weak to ice. Grassy Glide because Rillaboom is everywhere. Though I don't think I think I fought Rillaboom maybe once in the turn, once or twice. Yeah, I think I fought him twice in the tournament, and so Grassy Glide was there. High jump kick's just there for coverage, and it does good against like Zacian and all that, and of course protect. Um, so I put 156 speed because under Tailwind, which is 224. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let me go ahead. So it outspeeds Caloric Shadow by like no, it what is let's see, it outspeeds Foromosa 223, and under Tailwind it's at 224. That's why we put the 150 the 156 speed stat. 244. I put 244 because that's when it was generally like I figured it was much better than putting 252 because the damage output really wasn't different all that much, maybe like by 1 or 2%. And I wasn't if I wasn't knocking anything out at 244, I wasn't knocking anything out at 252. It is adamant, so I just dumped the rest in HP. Next is Urshifu. I named him Saiyan Princess because he reminds me of Vegeta, just going in and doing so much damage. So I have no idea why I came up with this spread. It generally, if Urshifu is going to knock something out, it's going to knock something out. The speed here, uh, let's see, at 172, this was to outspeed Regieleki under Tailwind. Let's see, yeah, two because Regieleki stops at 277. So that's why we have that. So focus stats because he's so frail that you don't want to say your opponent brings their own Talonflame or whatever, but like they run Choice Scarf, Togekiss under Tailwind or whatever. You don't want to get knocked out or like a fairy type attack. So focus dash is important. Unseen Fist is like really broken because it hits through protect. We got close combat, which um it's just a stab fighting type. Wicked Blow is a stab dark and it always crits, which is so good, except for like shell armor or anything that prevents critical hits. Um, Sucker Punch. This is really good for like Calyrex if Indeedee doesn't up, and it's just there. If you like, say you bring something down the sash or just whatever, and just does a little bit of damage, but you also get that stab. And then of course Detect instead of Protect because Imprison, Trick Room, but and most of them put Mukbang run Protect, but I don't think I've really seen that. So Urshifu is 148. Let's see. So close combat. So wait, let's see. Oh, I didn't run any defensive calcs, but 148. Oko Stack Attacka, 2 KO Zacian, Wicked Blow, 2 KOs Amoongus, Wicked Blow in close combat Oko Regieleki. Wicked Blow does a 2 KO, take 2 KO on Rillaboom, and so does Grassy Glide in close combat Oko's Incineroar without the Intimidate. So overall good. I think I just put the 4 in defense because that's what was left over. So this is just what I have. I guess I dumped some special defense in, but this is just what we have. You guys can pull it up on Picolytics if you guys want to check out this spread and see what it survives and everything. Next, we got Regieleki. I named him Flash because he's like a flash of lightning. So most Reggies are special, and that's why this one is so good because it's Oko's Kyogre. Um, the Magnet because it boosts your electric type attacks by 20%, and Transitor will boost your electric attacks by 50%. You got Wild Charge because it's only I think this is its only electric physical move. Yeah. So, um, and it's so good how much it does. I have Eerie Impulse. This is like our way of using Snarl, and Intimidate for the special sweepers. And so, just using this is just ideal. Electro Web is a special move, but it does lower your foe's speed by 1 stage. But you're not using it for damage, so I didn't find there was a need to really EV for that. And then Protect because you need to protect. EVs are standard max speed with 277. That's why we have because most Regielekis run that. That's why we have Urshifu at 139. And max attack of course, and then 4 in HP. Uh, ideal. So finally, this is probably the biggest MVP. Mr. Gengar. So I ran choice specs on it just because it Oko's Xerneas, it Oko's Rillaboom, like it hits a lot of the threats that I can't usually hit, and it's just so ideal. Cursed Body, sometimes you will survive, and so there's a 30% chance your move gets disabled. We have Sludge Bomb for stab, along with Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball hits like Calyrex. Sludge Bomb hits Xerneas, but Shadow Ball actually also Oko's Lunala, I think. Or did I use Urshifu? I don't remember. Dazzling Gleam is for the opposing Urshifus because we do outspeed Urshifu under Trick Room. And just really good. And then, of course, Icy Wind is just a little form of speed control. And this actually Oko's Landorus. So the spread is modest 156. That's really all the special attack investment. 172 speed. This will put us at 304. This allows us to outspeed Xerneas by 1 stat point. And of course, we have 180 in the HP. That's what we dump the rest in. And honestly, I am so proud of this team. Now, unfortunately, the game we're gonna play is the replay is the only game I lost. But honestly, it is just so good. Yeah, for some reason I don't want to see the. So, so yeah, I do lose this one, but I do sweep this entire team. So I have Kyogre, Talonflame, Serena, Urshifu, Regieleki, and Gengar, and they got Ludicolo, Kyogre, Dracovish, Toxapeck, and Lantern. I didn't think Toxapeck was going to be such a big deal. This guy runs a mono water type team and he wins, and he's only running 5 moms. So I'm expecting he's probably either going to lead Ludicolo and Kyogre, or he's going to bring Dracovish. I don't no, I don't think he's gonna bring Dracovish. I'm like, okay, you got Dracovish, like, you're really gonna bring it, but and so I'm honestly thinking he's gonna lead Toxapex, but I was wrong, and so I'm like, okay, so I actually don't remember what I led. I think I led Talonflame, and I was gonna lead Talonflame, but I actually watched his last match, and I seen that Lantern had Volt Absorb. So I didn't want to lead Regieleki, so I think I led Talonflame and Urshifu. So he led Lantern and Dracovish. So I'm like, okay, that's a shock. So I ran Talonflame and Urshifu. And I'm thinking, okay, Talonflame's Tailwind will give us some speed, and I should be able to Oko the Dracovish, which I don't know. Like, let's see, I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but let's see. Urshifu. Now, let's see. Save Dracovish. Let me take a look at Dracovish. So close combat, yeah, is about the same. So I'm like, okay, so I get off Tailwind. Urshifu Wicked Blows gets a critical hit and brings it down to 35%. Oops. Which I'm okay with that. Vicious Wren brings us down to 18, which, if it's not doubled, let's see. Yeah, the Vicious Wren didn't do that much to us. And then they scald and kill Urshifu. I'm like, okay, that's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So I bring Tesserina. Uh, so I used Hurricane on the Dracovish, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use Grassy Glide, and this will probably, I don't know for sure it's gonna Oko Lantern, but I know it's gonna do a ton of damage. I figured, okay, they're probably gonna bring Kyogre in, right? Wrong. So it did about half, and of course Thunderbird kills Talonflame. So we bring our Kyogre in, and they bring Toxapeck, and I'm like, okay, this Pokemon shouldn't be too hard. But then I thought about it. I was like, I should. At first, I was like, should I maybe use Thunder? But then I thought about Lantern's Volt Absorber. I was like, okay, I don't want to be locked in to an electric type move, just in case like it ends up being like the only one left. And so it goes for Baneful Bunker. So I use Water Spout. Oko's Lantern, and then I use Grassy Glide, and end up getting poisoned. I was like, well, hold on. But then I was like, I guess Protect doesn't stop you from making contact with them. And so I was like, okay, well, here's their Kyogre, so I'm gonna go ahead and just have to deal with it. Oh wait, they did bring Kyogre. Okay, for a minute I thought they brought Ludicolo. I was like, okay, whatever. So they brought Kyogre. I'm like, so I get my Water Spout off. I'm like, because we have our last turn Tailwind. Kyogre uses Thunder, which brings us down to 30, and Grassy Glide kills Kyogre. And I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be too hard, right? Stockpile. We've got the Black Sludge. Okay, so core. Oh, so they use Protect again, just to get that chip damage with Tesserine's poison and their Black Sludge. So I go for Water Spout. It's only a 49 base. Brings them down to 41. And then I use Grassy Glide. Brings it down to 22. Then they hit me with Recover. And then last turn, Tesserine is down. Let's see. Basically, Tesserine goes down, and I'm failing with the Water Spout. And you struggle. Scald. Oh wow, Scald only did 4%. Wow. And the burn finished me. Honestly, that was such a good game. But besides that, like, let's see, can we? Where's the leash? So, so I was very curious about Grade A Type B. I watched it and I thought it was gonna win, but no. Here we are. We take out Tato Drudis. Then we battle Tapu Nini. Then we battle Young Mug 69. This is the one with Rillaboom. Was like, hold on, no. Let's see. Tato Drudis was like, wait, how can Gengar take out Rillaboom? That's impossible. I'm Assault Vest. They're like, you must be max special attack spec. I was like, I'm actually only 156 modest specs, and he was like, oh, lol. And so then we got and then I'm up here, and I'm like, okay, can't be too bad, right? Man, I got dominated, but honestly, I am so proud of this team, and I'm probably gonna play with this team for a while. I'm in the 1300 rank, so but what I will do for you guys is we'll go ahead and play a match online. We'll play a match on the ladder. All right. So I don't talk much, just because. So the Talonflame is probably a good Kyogre match. Or like Urshifu. Let's see. I could probably get away to bring an Urshifu. Intimidate don't really affect me. Um, I'd like to bring Mr. Gengar. Sludge Bomb is really good here. Um, yeah. So we're not going to bring Kyogre. They probably will bring the Rillaboom. So I think it'll either be so. Hold on. So what happens if they leave me in Shao Calyrex? Um, they can try faking me. Yeah. So we'll bring them. Oh, they forfeit. All right. Yeah. So I was at 1352. So my rank has definitely been going up. All right. So let's. All right. So I got Zacian. I'm still liking my Talonflame. Talonflame is like the go-to. Like it always comes to a game. Talonflame and generally Tatooine, unless they don't have like really, if they don't really have anything that like offers fake out pressure, like terrain, I may not bring Tatooine, but it's usually gonna be between Regieleki, Gengar, and Kyogre. I mean, and it's usually between these four. I choose two. So this probably would be good. But um, do I burn? I mean, Urshifu would. I mean, I definitely want to bring. So how about we leave? Yeah, I like this. All right, so they've got their Incineroar and their Urshifu, and this is going to be Water Urshifu. So instead of Tailwind, switch in to Tasserine, which means no priority attacks against us, but they may go for a parting shot, which could be a bit of a pain. So Fake Out couldn't be used. Surging Strikes. All right, so we're going to go for a Hurricane on Urshifu, and we'll go for the. Let's see, if we go for a Hurricane on Urshifu, we could probably switch in to Kyogre. And they brought in Zacian again. Yeah, so it wasn't Sash. So I don't know who. I feel like Amoongus may have their Sash. So we know they have these three. I think you bring. I don't think they brought Ditto or Amoongus. I think they brought Rillaboom. So Ditto actually. Well, okay, so that actually goes really well for us. So we're gonna go for Hurricane. I want to hit that, and then I want to go for Water Spout because it'll stop the. It'll stop their priority. Play rough does a little. Oh wow, does a lot of damage. Okay, I mean it's not the end of the world. Let's see if my let's see if my talent flame, my conservative hawk. That's probably what I should have named it. How does it do against Zashi? Ooh, there's a, yeah, it's not gonna do enough. Um, no, I want to protect. I'm gonna protect and bring in Tesserino. Because even if it gets knocked out, okay. All right, so we're gonna go for a tailwind. Um, with Tesserina's. So grassy glide, we'll do anywhere between. Oops. So yeah, I gotta take the shot with high jump kick. All right. Ooh. Switch Kyogre in and go for an. All right. So as you guys can see, like it's just such a. This is just so good. So we're one match. We'll tell you what, guys. I've never been in the 1400 rank. We're gonna attempt to get to the 1400 rank. All right. So Salazzle is actually the only thing that outspeeds Talonflame. Wait, no. What does it outspeed? 180. It speed ties with Talonflame, but I don't. Let me see. What does the hell does Salazzle get? I may have to take something from Talonflame's attack. Let's see. What is it? Okay. Wait, let's see. Oh, it does get fake out. Okay, that's not. All right, so definitely Talonflame. Um, Kyogre could be good here, but I don't. But because I mean, we do got Stag Attack. I think. Ooh, Regieleki could be good too. But we'll bring Mr.Gengar. Wait, let's see. Is that what we want? Leave Talonflame. Urshifu is gonna hit Calyrex. Stack Attack. I think we bring Kyogre, Tesserine, and Gengar in the back. We outspeed them both. What if we switch Tesserine and go for a Water Spell? Astral Barrage. That's okay. We got our Tailwind up. I mean, honestly, I'd like to take Salazzle out. So yeah, I gotta. Oh, okay. Tapu Fini. Oh, double switch. Okay. So I broke any sash, which you don't usually sash them kind of mod. Oh, actually no. Uh, Switch Mr. Gengar in. So that's what's nice about Sludge. Actually, no. So we're gonna go for a Hurricane, of course. No, we go for. I think we go for Protect, Water Spout. Wait, how? Oh, grassy terrain. I didn't even realize that. So speed is down, but it is okay. So I gotta go for Protect. I'm okay with that. All right, now we got Mr. Gengar. Oh wait, that was our last turn of Tailwind. But we do outspeed Mac there. So I think Sludge Bomb. Yeah, Sludge Bomb on Feeny. Well, actually, no, because Kyogre. I'm actually pulling up my Picolytics to see. Come on. Oh man, my computer's just running slow, guys. Oh, crap, crap, crap. I think we go for a Tailwind and Sludge Bomb on Feeny. Okay, good. It okay. Okay, we resisted. It's okay. All right. So I think we go for a Hurricane on Calyrex and we Sludge Bomb Rillaboom. Well, wait a minute. No, no. I think I Hurricane Rillaboom. I think we just double up on. Oh no, 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 no. I got a Hurricane Calyrex and Sludge Bomb Calyrex. So I need something to hit. All right. GG. We won. We won. All right. Where are we at? We at the 1400? Yes. All right. So we are at the 1400 rank with our team. I don't know if I want to take a point away because how often was I gotta see. I gotta take a look at Salazzle. What's its usage? Uh, I mean, what is it really doing to my team, right? Salazzle's fire, which is going to hit Tasserine. Okay, I can live with that. Poison is going to hit Tasserine, and that's it. So honestly, I don't think we got to worry too much about it. But I low key feel like I should count that in next time. Like, I want to see what. I mean, I guess I can't win them all, but still, that could have been bad. But I don't know. But for now, I like this. We made it to the 1400 rank. This is the farthest I've ever been with this with a team. And it's just doing so good. So, well, all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a like and drop a comment below on what you guys think about the team. If you guys want to challenge me, I'm totally game for it. I would like to see what you guys can do. Um, I'd like to take on somebody that has a team specifically to counter this. You guys already know my main combo. I lead Talonflame, switch Tesserine. I lead Talonflame with either like Kyogre. I generally lead either Kyogre or Regieleki or Urshifu. I always have Mr. Gengar in the back. Um, so you guys know, like, hey, how should we do this? How did you guys know how to take me on? All you could probably use your Talonflame, max speed it to taunt mine. And so, but all right, guys, thanks for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.